Aho MITAKUYE. Aho MITAKUYE. We are one. Welcome home, my family. My brothers, my sisters. Jai Bhagwan. Namaste. Haush, haush. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. May the hand of God touch and heal you right now. Thank you for being here and awakening and stepping into this altered state of consciousness where we can share and be community and be here now instead of reliving things in our mind and in our bodies. Allow us to snap out of those things and no longer be in that state of remembrance, and instead to recognize what is here in front of us. I invite you to attempt to no longer look for those things of the past to express themselves in the current moment. Attempt to give yourself permission that we are no longer allowing these things to form. And I'm going to name a few. I do apologize in advance if any of these verbal representations of these things are triggering. Perhaps it is in your best interest that these things are resurfacing. However, I'm going to name call them, okay? We are no longer allowing verbal abuse, physical abuse, not allowing us to be ourselves, putting us into positions we do not enjoy. We're no longer allowing storytelling that we are victims or that we are in this limited identity. We are not just these limited identities that we choose to associate ourselves with to tell a story. Notice that sometimes the stories that we are making are really just for other people. And in our silence, none of that reality is true. I will be so happy to lead you through a guided meditation right now if you're willing. However, if there's a lot of noise and chaos or things happening in your atmosphere, I would like you to know that this is a highlighter, meaning it's showing you like how important it is to create space and time for you. So let us again cancel all of those things and no longer allow those things. It's a choice. Notice if those things are suddenly becoming agitated or manifesting louder and more clear. Again, highlighter, you have a choice. You have to ask. Ask and you shall receive. Yes? So simply notice the position of your heart. Yes, I'm live now. I will read. Dios te bendiga. Thank you. Dios te bendiga. God bless you. God bless you. Take your time. That's the best thing I can encourage you to do. I have my drum here. I am also inviting you to create silence. Not only silence here, but silence up here too. Sometimes it's important that we listen. This information is going to keep coming up to the surface until we listen. And sometimes that can be very activating because we just want it to go away. And so maybe we'll dive into certain things, stimulus, right? Hoping that it will go away. However, these distractions do not take away the essence or the core of the substance. And sometimes we have to ask for help, and it's not always easy to do these things, yes? The best thing you can do right now is to exhale. Release what no longer serves you. It's a choice to hold on to these things and a choice to believe the narrative, I can't. I have so much compassion for you who is clenching and clinging and holding on to these old stories about yourself. And sometimes these things, they're not even things that you made up about yourself. Sometimes it's things that other people have spoken over you. And sometimes there's this other shadow, okay? Shadow work, right? Sometimes someone treated you poorly, they cheated on you, or they did something completely inappropriate that shocked you. And sometimes from them doing this, we adopt these subconscious stories. One of them might be, I must mean nothing. I must not be important. They must not care about me. And perhaps those stories are not true. However, we end up wound up inside a cognitive distortion called emotionally reasoning. Because I feel like you don't care, it must be true that you really don't care because I feel like you don't care. However, that is kind of what they call a trap. And you do not have to choose to remain locked into that. That does not have to be your identity. You can choose to let those things go and to move on. However, sometimes it's very comforting. And not only that, but sometimes we actually have to associate with that truth of ourselves that we did not get provided for in the way that we needed to. We need to honor that and validate that to ourselves. Other people can tell us things. However, it's never going to soothe and comfort until you hear you say to you, I hear you, I see you, I know you. And then give yourself permission to have what brings you joy, peace, and happiness and health. Any health conditions might be representations of spiritual conditions. Perhaps you were deeply neglected as a child, and that led to self-injurious behaviors. There's many different paradigms or quantum mechanics or self-expressions that manifest and show itself in this physical reality. And sometimes we have to sit deeply internally instead of not grounding and having OBEs, out of body experiences. And sometimes we have to reach that NDE, the near death experience, until we are willing to make a change. And I will encourage you not to do that. My original intention for coming here was actually a wanting to sing. However, I'm also feeling kind of shy, and I'm also very sensitive to the presence that's here now. So I'm kind of wanting to speak to you directly. However, at the same time, if you're not really asking me for help and saying that you want me to join you on your journey and come alongside and be in it with you and feel what you're feeling, etc., it's just kind of a waste of my time. Yeah. And I feel like, those who aren't serious, they have a tendency to fall away on their own. So it helps that I'm just staying in integrity and speaking directly to those things so that those things can fall away. Almost like clippings off of a plant, that maybe this part of the plant got burned because this part of the plant didn't get enough water or got too much sunlight and things like this. Like each organism, you are an organism, you are a multifaceted organism, by the way. So things like this. Buddy boy, long time no see. Might be time for another session. I have a very special video that I have created right before coming live. I'm going to be uploading it after, okay? It's my big thank you to everyone for all the happy birthdays, like all of the attention on me, celebrating that I live. I'm so grateful for you who's praying for me. I really believe that your prayers are really part of the reason why I'm persisting in the way that I am. That makes me want to joke with you and be like, this is how I want you to pray for me. Pray for me that I grow stronger with God, that I have more favor, and that God has more mercy. I'm kidding. I'm kind of kidding, kind of not kidding. Like, make sure I'm fed, make sure I have what I need. And feel free to say those same prayers over yourself and know that how you pray for me, those things will be added unto you. However, I'll encourage you not to pray only because of those things. Does that make sense? Not giving, only hoping to get. May you be compelled by love. And may you set a particular separate space outside of this place to pray for the world kind of thing. And then feel free to apologize and just have that direct communication. I'm always encouraging you. Part of my business and what I'm doing for a living is called spiritual direction. And if you don't know what spiritual direction is, I encourage you to do some homework on what spiritual direction is. It does not look in one limited way. I will tell you that you might find a bunch of different resources that say it's only this religion or that religion, etc. That is not my personal subscription. My religion is love. and I have a lot of amazing teachers and blessings, which I have spoken names of many teachers before. And if one is repeating in your mind, then I will encourage you to trust that guide, that teacher, to be very peaceful and calm and clear to you, and for you to listen to that. I am not having to say the name because perhaps, how do you say, one of my favorite ways to teach is that it's living in me, working through me, as me, and around me. And so it's not always me. And so I'm just encouraging you to have that remembrance. Yes? So thank you, buddy boy. Love you so much. I'm so proud of the work that you've done. I just know that there's so much more that needs to be processed, all these boo-boos, and I completely empathize with you not wanting to feel those boo-boos and not wanting to like be in it completely. However, I can promise you that once you listen to buddy boy, and you just let it express itself completely. I call this honoring it. We want to honor what's there, honor the data. And it doesn't matter how it's trying to express itself. If there's rage or sadness or guilt or shame or whatever is behind it, it is all valid and all part of the process. It needs to have total self-expression, and it doesn't have to look exactly in one particular way. And if you are not understanding what I'm saying, I will encourage you to have a private one-on-one where I can see your face, because nonverbal communication is so important. So with that said, I would like to continue the places where I wanted to go. And one of them is this very, very sacred song to me, okay? I might have to do without the drum until I can learn to do both. And I'm not certain that this is the drum that is going to go with the song I'm trying to sing. So I might need to start singing and then go into this, if I can even do that, and if the drum is even meant to be there. So allow me to experiment if you can handle allowing me to be a playful little kid and take up space in these ways. And if you don't want to be here, please feel free to leave. No upsetness, okay? Ahiye keyo ye, waye keyo ye. Ahiye keyo ye, lo ele keyo ye. Ahiye keyo ye. I'd like to take a singing lesson, because I would love to go like the he in like a more almost like masculine tone. Let me try again. I need a singing coach. Someone help me. Ahiye keyo ye, waye keyo ye. Ahiye keyo ye, lo ele keyo ye. Conte wasca oxila, aquí estima. Ane peke waste weke loye, weke loye. Ahiye keyo ye, waye keyo ye. Ahiye keyo ye, lo ele keyo ye. Conte wasca hoxina, aquí estima. Ane peke waste weke loye, weke loye. I can feel that maybe you feel like you know this song and you want to sing along. If that is true and I'm speaking to you, then please allow me to gift you this song. I will send you the link. However, if you are not communicating and not reaching out and making your voice loud and clear, I can never gift to you. For now, I can just sing and just know that your voice is meant to be added. Okay? Ahiye keyo ye, waye keyo ye. Ahie keyo ye no ele keyo ye. Conte wasca hoxila qui estima. Hane peke waste weke loye, weke loye. Hane peke waste weke loye, weke loye. Conde wasca hoxila qui estima ne peke waste weke loye, weke loye. It's totally okay if you're not guided to sing along also, because you might just be needing to take the medicine of the song. Okay? Ahie kiyoye, waie kiyoye. Ahie kiyoye, roele kiyoye. Conte wasca hoxila qui estima. Ane peke waste weke loye, weke loye. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. I can feel a resonance of needing to sing that over and over and over again. Wani wachi yelo, ate oma kiayo. Sana, 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 sana. Oh, MITAKUYE. I am also called to communicate that if you are called and interested, one of my favorite things to do is to have a private session, a private ceremony, where I'm singing just for you. So I'm available for that kind of service too. If you like to have something more private, and I have a wide variety of different instruments that I like to incorporate into the medicine of using the voice. And another benefit of working in private with me is that I can see you and I can encourage you to use your voice, and so that we can create what is called a harmony and a beautiful co-creation and synergistic, perhaps is the word. So thank you. I have one more I'm interested in sharing before closing this space. Nichi tai tai NUI oranika hey 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 oh I. Nichi tai tai NUI oranika hey 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 oh I. Nichi tai tai NUI oranika NUI. Sana 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 sana. Nichi tai tai NUI oranika hey 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 oh I. Nichi tai tai, nichi tai tai, oranika. Listen to your intuition. Perhaps listening to your own heart is a better way of stating that same exact statement. There's many different words for all the same things. Thank you. I can relate, and you're not alone. And this life is an orchestra. You alone are an orchestra. And this might not make any sense at this time. However, the fact that you are here and listening to this message at this time perhaps might be stacks of volumes. And if you are in doubt, we can cast that out right now and create a moment for there to be a restoration of faith and a remembrance of the promises. However, if you are pushing away and are not willing to allow forgiveness, then what can take its place? Ho'oponopono. Take time to create private prayer. This has nothing to do with me. It's between you and you. And we all get to go home soon. So enjoy the ride while you can. It's just a ride. If that is resonating with you, I will encourage you, once I am closing this space, to look up, I think it's called The Big Electron. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I love you. There's nothing you can do about that. My love is unconditional and not based upon any circumstances. I'm very honored to know you. And I love singing. And I love playing. And yes, I am hopeful that I will have singing lessons, whether you think I need them or not. I am interested in meeting someone who will teach me how to pull on the strings of my heart, right? And how to exercise this and to really do all the things, especially in the professional manner. I could make jokes of like, I have this GoFundMe going. I'm just kidding. I don't have the GoFundMe. But the joke is there because it's only funny because it's true, right? Because I really actually would love to have a meeting with a boy or a girl or someone who can actually train me, right? Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Or like, I'm not even sure what it looks like. I have all these childlike imaginations. And then I almost want to joke even further and like almost make like a fake commercial. If you fund my singing lessons, I will record behind the scenes with my teacher. Does that sell you? I'm just kidding. I don't know if the teacher will allow that, but I do like that joke, and I think that's a hilarious commercial. Okay. But who really wants to listen to this? So excuse the inner child silliness. Maybe you have an opening and a tolerance for this, and that you have a nice, warm, loving welcome for me. If not, again, I trust that you can only treat me how you treat yourself. So if you're rejecting yourself, you're going to reject me, right? I see you. Oh, Aubrey, dude, I would like to meet you, Aubrey, in private, if that makes sense, and not being weird about it, but just like a face-to-face in private, just hi, who are you? What do you do? And I still haven't seen your YouTube. I mean, I think I might have already subscribed to you. I don't know if you can tell who's subscribed to you. And I might have a text from Sydney. However, my phone, if I'm like so honest, I am overwhelmed with all the different communications. Like imagine like text message and Facebook posts and Facebook messages and Twitter messages and Instagram messages and emails. I'm just like, it is overwhelming to like manage all the things. Like some people think that I have a secretary or that like I'm some bigger somebody than I am, and they have like this expectation that I should just be able to juggle and do all the things. However, I'm not really I'm not that powerful, man. Maybe one day, like, if that's the will of God kind of thing, maybe that'll end up that I have like this amazing agent that's like, hey, secretary, take this note down, contact this person for me, handle these emails, tell this person this for me. And like, I don't even know if I actually really want that, to be honest. You know what I mean? I mean, the joy is having the intimacy, you know, like the one-to-one connection, or just even the community, that fact that we can all like just all talk and make like give each person a chance to speak and to be together. I also really love eating together. That's totally my secret Number one love language, even though it's probably not in the love languages book, eating together. That's like the most peaceful thing. If you can eat in peace and just like chill together and share food, oh, yes, right? Even if it's just like bread, you know, like that's beautiful to me. But yes, Aubrey, totally not kidding. Totally happy to meet you for a few minutes for free. Happy to say hello and have like an appropriate introduction, because like we've only seen each other like at live events and like through the interdimension of space-time reality on a computer, or I don't know if you're on the phone or whatever. But I'd love to just like meet in a different way where I can like see your eyes and, you know, hear your tone of voice and just like all the things that kind of get left behind when we don't get to gather in this like other way. Cool. Very cool. Are you on Instagram? Like, I'm trying to think of like the best way that I could like reach out to you personally, because again, I'm bombarded with Facebook messages, unless like you message me again and kind of put your message on the top is sometimes what I tell people. But if you have Instagram, okay, so that's fine. So just send another message on Facebook and be like, hey, it's Aubrey. And then like, do you have Zoom? You have to have Zoom. We do the events together on Zoom. So maybe Zoom would be a really good place to have the video chat, or we could video chat on Facebook actually, because Facebook has that option too. Cool. So figure out which way you want to do like a 15-minute planned, like we're going to sit down, chill, say hello, and have a formal introduction. Cool. Thank you. I love how laid back you are. And also you are totally someone I'm very happy to bring on Testimony in a Tub. So maybe I should say that now. And then if you totally accept and you already know that it's a heavens yes, like it's an absolute yes, maybe we should wait. Does that make sense? Like, because like if we ruin all those things, like, and I get to know you already on webcam, like that doesn't allow me to have all that like freshness. Does that make sense? Like I could be like, oh, who are you? And what do you do? Like maybe Testimony in a Tub could be the place that we first officially meet if you choose. It's up to you. It's up to you. That would be a very cool first meeting. I'm pretty open-hearted. Awesome. Cool. Are you also in Canada? Are you in the same place that Sydney is, or are you somewhere else in the world? It would help to know, like, if we're on the same timeline. I'm in the Pacific Northwest, so I'm Pacific Standard Time. You're in Texas. Wow. Hey now. Yeehaw. Cool. Okay, so you are Eastern Standard Time? Huh? Yeah. Yeehaw. I had to. Oh my god. Okay. So pleasure to see you. Central Time. Okay. Does that mean you are 2 hours ahead of me? So it's almost like 11 there. Cool. Very cool. Very awesome. Very quick you are. Again, just to like make sure I'm clear, send me a message on Facebook so it brings your message to the top. And then I will text you and we will communicate and arrange this to happen. Let me think. I could possibly meet up with you on Thursday either before 3 o'clock or like after I'm done with my things. So feel free to feel out if nighttime feels better or if, the other way. So just feel it out. Okay. All right. I love you all. Thank you everyone for joining me here. I'm going to be uploading a video after this as stated. And aloha. Oh my God. Timothy, you know who you are? We're video chatting right after this. I'm ending this and I'm video chatting you. Go on Facebook. If you will accept. Are you still here? Maybe I should have waited for a comment. What should I do? Mr. Rising. I'm going on Facebook. I'm just gonna do that. You know. Oh, yes. Okay. All right. I love you all. I'm gonna go hang out with my boy and have some really cool conversations. I got my journal right there, so I'm ready. Okay. I'll see you on Facebook. Bye, everyone else. Can't wait to see you, Mr. Rising. All right. Peace. Shalom.